You are not neutral, not fair, not fit. Let me remind you of one fact, Mr. Speaker. You are not just any politician. You are the third in command. If the president and the deputy are absent, you stand in line to be the head of state. Well, WETANGULA may not be fit to be the president, but the Speaker of the National Assembly must be fit to be the president. That is what the Constitution demands.
Citizen TV has remained as a pinnacle, okay, to call out leaders who are vague. I normally tell people that the journalists, the media, that's why it's called the fourth estate. When the three arms of government run away from the rail, it's the fourth estate to put them in order. For example, William Ruto decided to capture the parliament through the broad-based government. And I keep on telling people that the broad-based government is a problem to Kenyans because at the end of the day, they cannot oversight the government. At least the judiciary has been working well of late, although even William Ruto has been fighting it. Okay, the executive is even in our condition. Citizen TV, through its journalist, Joseph Bonyo, came out to inject. He came out to tell Moses Wetangula, who's been acting stupid these days. And for me, I think Moses Wetangula is fighting hard to be seen by Ruto so that he can be made the running mate. Because all signs show that William Ruto is not going to become a running mate from Mountain Kenya, since Mountain Kenya is gone. Before I proceed, let me first play with a clip of Joseph Bonyo, the Citizen TV journalist who came out to inject EST.
WETANGULA has chosen to drag the Speaker's chair down the trenches of partisan politics. In recent weeks, WETANGULA has lowered the dignity of the office, dancing and making merry with MPs at endless empowerment parties, openly campaigning for President William Ruto's re-election. No, Mr. Speaker, you are out of order. Your demeanor must rise above petty politics. Instead, your decisions from that high chair are increasingly tainted, partisan and questionable. In Parliament today, WETANGULA presides, but he no longer leads. Papa Waroma, there is a reason why you move with a motorcade. The reason roads are cleared for you. Your role is not to lord over MPs, but to guide them. But because you drink, dine, and dance with your charge, you cannot command them. You cannot discipline them. You cannot be the perfect prefect as you are supposed to be and as desired by our Constitution. And now the most damning part. By your own admission, you are presiding over a house stripped of integrity.
I have received some letters about members that I would have presented to the agencies on different things. Sometimes I call you, I talk to you, and you correct your ways. Let's also uphold our integrity.
On whose authority, Mr. Speaker, did you decide to become the judge and the jury? Who gave you the mandate to bury evidence of corruption with nothing more than a pep talk to suspected MPs?
In my community, we say there's no little stream that does not have a snake. Every stream has its snake. And like Parliament, we probably also have our snake.
Mr. WETANGULA, who made you the snake charmer? Who told you it was your role to decide which snakes bite and which one slithers away? By choosing to look the other way, you have admitted to shielding corruption. In that moment, you stripped the Speaker's office of its moral authority. A polite reminder, Mr. Speaker, in politics, silence in the face of graft is not neutrality, it is partnership. The Speaker is not just another MP, he is the referee. And what do we call a referee who sees fouls, hears the bribes, but keeps the whistles in his pocket? You are not neutral, not fair, not fit. Let me remind you of one fact, Mr. Speaker. You are not just any politician. You are the third in command. If the president and the deputy are absent, you stand in line to be the head of state. Well, Wetangula may not be fit to be the president, but the Speaker of the National Assembly must be fit to be the president. That is what the Constitution demands.
That is Joseph Bonyo. I salute Citizen. By the Citizen TV has come out to fight for freedom and justice. William Ruto decided so hard to fight the citizen, but it failed. And the good thing, since even inception, it was on the opposing side. Okay? So by coming out to point out loopholes in the Ruto's government, it is a plus. Moses Wetangula's failed nation is one of the most stupid Speaker of Parliament Kenya has ever had. I've followed the Kenyan Parliament since Ole Kaparo, Muturi, everyone. But Moses Wetangula is becoming a nonsense. The Speaker who is partisan, the Speaker who came out to show side when they were impeaching Gachagua. Okay? You couldn't see that in Muturi. The Speaker of Parliament who sometimes rides in emotions, he suspended Wamuchomba for 20 days without salary. Can you imagine? How many speakers, previous speakers who have appointed members of parliament without getting salary? At most, speakers of parliament would come out and suspend a member 1 or 2, 3 days. But for you to suspend someone because of 20 days, someone beautiful like beautiful Wamuchomba, one may think that she refused to give you some cookie. That's why you are emotional. Moses Wetangula must tell you that stop being stupid. A Speaker of Parliament who goes on empowerments and everything because of politics. That was the reason as to why the framers of the 2010 Constitution said that the Speaker must be independent to come outside Parliament. But Moses Wetangula is very stupid in suspending everyone. In fact, even Wamuchomba said this statement. He hesitated.
Fukuza bunge cha lazima. For 20 days sina mshahara. For 20 days siwezi ingia bunge. Siwezi ingia kwa ofisi yangu kwa sababu ya kuuliza maswali ya wanyonge wa mama hawana sauti. Nataka munieleze watu wangu, niendelee nisiendelee? Nataka kusikia niendelee nisiendelee? Lazima nikirudi bunge nitauliza hilo swali, na nitauliza ni watoto wangapi waliopotea wakati wa maandamano. Watoto 67 ambao walishikwa last year na this year na hawajaonekana, na hatujaambiwa ni nani alichukua watoto wetu. Na hiyo ndio kazi ya mama ambaye amechaguliwa kule Githongori akuje bunge la taifa kuuliza maneno ambayo inahusu watu wetu. Sasa nilikuwa nimetafuta pahali nitastaki Wetangula Speaker wangu, sababu alinifukuza. Nikaona nikienda kotini, by the time 20 days are over, hiyo kesi haitakuwa imeangaliwa. Si sasa nimekuja kwa pastor? Si nimstaki Wetangula? Nistaki Wetangula? Haya, shika kitaba yako tuseme fire Wetangula! Wetangula! Haya. Wewe Wetangula, kwa sababu leo nimepatiwa nguvu kwa kitambaa yangu inaitwa Gathoni Wamuchomba, hata ukinifukuza nitaendelea kuuliza maswali katika bunge la taifa.
That is Wamuchomba. So you clearly see that Moses Wetangula must be told to his face. It's the reason as to why these people have been in the opposition for a very long period of time, because even maybe God knew that they will be the worst leaders. He's playing on the guard. First of all, Moses Wetangula is an hypocrite. These are the people who have failed the Luya nation to get to the presidency because they are coward. Even when they are supporting William Ruto, he stood for governor of Bungoma, yet in the memorandum he wanted to be speaker. Would have not stood for governor of Bungoma. They wasted time in a by-election. Okay, Moses Wetangula, even being in a sub-tribe of the Luya Dabokusu, who are the majority, has failed as a senior-most leader to run for president. The reason as to why Michael Kujana Wamala stood high, he gave it risk. Presidency is for risking. Michael Kujana Wamala risked. That's why he will be held in high regard. That's why he was the vice president. Moses Wetangula is there normally in the safe zone, yet he wants to pretend as the leader of the Luya nation. So the things which are done by Moses Wetangula, he wants to get an eye for William Ruto to be picked as a running mate. Okay, because the 2027 is going to be a contestation. because I know Gachagua is going to be on the ballot. I hope Gachagua picks a running mate from Western Kenya, because Western Kenya is going to be a kingmaker. It's going to be a kingmaker. The constitution is going to be between William Ruto and Gachagua. Not even Raila will come close. But as time goes on, Raila is washing his clothes as he dries them on mud. That is a loss. So for me, I think Wetangula must be told to his face. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Kabuye, the Kenyan. I'll see you on another one. Peace.